Right. Ivan Hamotama, you all welcome to the grade 11 maths paper class today. So we are at paper number 32. So we are going to discuss the paper number 32. Right. Although it is our election day, I discuss a paper with you and we will check what is your results today. Okay, fine. So paper number 32 is a paper 1. So I will give the marks to you and you can make the corrections of it. Okay, right. Now we move to the questions one by one and make your notes in your CR book and make the corrections, especially if you do not know any theory part, you can mark it down. Okay, fine. So this is the paper that we are going to discuss today. So we are now at paper number 32, right? Be happy that we have completed up to now 32 papers, right? So mostly it can exceed more than 50 papers, surely, yeah, right? Right. So this is the paper we are going to discuss. So you can see the paper. So one by one, we will discuss the question. Okay, question number 1. See there, a circle with circumference of 88 centimeter is given in the figure. Find the arc length of the shaded part. Okay, so full circle given, full circle circumference given 88, and they are asking this part arc length. Arc length is this length. Now you can see no need to apply any formula. You can see the full circle is such 4 parts. So such 4 parts is 88 centimeter. So how to find one part? Just divide 88 centimeter by 4. Then you can see the answer 2 to 22 centimeter. Just the understanding how the full circle been created, such 4 parts. So one part, how to find? Just divide the whole circumference by 4. So that is 22 centimeters. Okay. Now we move to the question number 2. As mentioned, this is a conversion of log to the index or index to the log. So here the index format, how you identify? That is index, no log value given. They are asking the log format. So as we mentioned previously, how to write? So 10 to the power negative 2 equals 0 0.0201. Right? Don't be afraid with the negative values. Right? Understand the concept. Then somehow ළමයින්ට මේක දුන්නාම confused වෙනවා negative powers. No, so no need to do that. So how to convert into the log format? So this is the base sides. You are not taking this side log, you take the log of the other side. You take the logarithm of 0.01, but you should have a base. So what is the base? You bring this base to there. So bring this base here, base 10, then here cancel, here it is gone. So negative 2 isolated. So you can exchange the side and you can write logarithm of 0.01 to the base 10 is negative 2. Or you can write log base 10 in short form LG, but it is not given here. They mention like logarithm of 10 given. So the blank should be here 0.01, the other sides, that is negative 2. Right, completed. Question number 2. Right. Now move to the question number 3. What is the value of root 18 to the first approximation they are asking? Root 18. See how to do it one. Tahundra Balagan, question number 3. How to take root 18 to the first approximation. Election කියලා නිකන් ගෙදරට වෙලා ඉන්න එපා. හරි. ඒ රිසල්ට් එනවා වගේම තමන්ගේ රිසල්ට් එකක් එනවා තව මාස කිහිපයකින්. ඒ නිසා ඒකට රෙඩි වෙන්න ඕන. Right. Right, now we have 18. So you take the lower and upper perfect squares. What is the lower one to 18? 16. Right. Then take the square root. Then after the 18, we have 25. Take the square root. So now take square root 16. 4 here, 5. Right. Now you know that it is in between value 4 and 5, 4 point something. But now you check the gap, 16 to 18, 2 gap. Here, 7 gaps. So what is the lower gap here between 16? Now, Harima, the exactly middle one, 4.5. Now you check here lower gap. So that means it is closer to 4. So what are the closer to 4 value? Either 4.1 or 4.2. Because here 2 and here more gap, 7. So you now think that maybe 4.1, 4.2 or 4.3 your expectation, but you exactly try with the exact value. So I prefer that 4.2 I try. Then I check 4.2 into 4.2 with multiplication. 2 into 2, 4, 8, 8, 16. Then that gives you 17.64. Now you can see that is 18, here 17.64. So you cannot deal with 4.1 because it is less than 17.64. So මෙහෙට ගිහින් වැඩක් නැහැ. හැබැයි එකපාරක් අර පැත්තට ගිහින් check කරන්න ඕනේ that having a lower gap with the 18 or not. Then you check 4.3 by 4.3 and take the answer 9, 12, 12, 17. 9, 2, 2, 4, then 8, 18.49, now 16, 17.64. So what is the lower gap? Now here you can see that 49 is more than 18, 0.49, but 49 more, imagine in that way. Here 64, so what is the balance to 18? Just 200. 64, 6, 30, so 36. Here 36 gap, here 49 gaps. So what is the lower? 36. Not actually 36, 0.36, but in your mind, check without any subtraction. Right? 36, 49. So this is the lower gap. So it belongs to 4.2. 4.2 is the answer. So you write root 18. This is an approximation to 4.2. Hands up those who got the answer for this question. Right. Okay, fine. Right. මේක දැන් ලේසි question එකක් වගේ පෙවුනාට පුතා බලන්න steps ගොඩාක් deal වෙන question එකක් තමයි approximation. So it is time taken and you have several answers. Sorry, wait. What is value of root 10 to the nearest whole number? To the nearest whole number. Very good, Puta. Right. So they are not asking first approximation to the decimal. So what is the nearest whole number? That is 4. Right. Why? They're asking to which value it is closer. Right. So here gap 2, here gap 7. Just see the gap and give which value the nearest whole number, that is 4. Right. හැබැයි ඒ වගේ ඒවා ඉන්නේ කලාතුරකින් gap එක check කරලා ගත්තා. දැන් අපි මේකෙන් හැදුවේ first approximation. මේ answer එක ගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. මෙතනින්ම අපිට answer එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. Check the lower gap. So lower gap means closer to the values with lower gap. So here closer to 4. 4 is the answer, right? Right. Simplify question number 4. 5 upon 3a minus 3 upon 4a. Right. Now, this is an algebraic fraction simplification. To simplify the fractions, to simplify the fractions, we need to make the denominator same. So make the denominator same. Here, a there, 3, 4 there. So 3, 4, what is the LCM of 3 and 4? That is 12. So you need to make 12, just multiplying 3 by 4, both the sides. And to make 4 to 12, just multiply 3 by both the sides. Right. So now 4 into 5, 20 upon 12a minus 9 upon 12a. Now that is same. So you can make the same denominator and subtract. 20 minus 9 means 11. So the answer is 11 upon 12a. Okay. Right. Now we move to the last question. Not last, the fifth question. According to the given information, find the value of x. Right. See there, this is a geometric equation. Here 110 given and here x given and these two sides equal. Now check. Here 110 given, then you can find out the adjacent angle to that. What is that angle? This is a straight line. So these angles on a straight line. So 110 and then what is the answer for this one? That is 70. Why? They add up to 180. So now here two sides equal. So front to that sides, the angles are also equal. Here 70, then front to this side, here also shall be 70. Now you can consider either exterior angle theorem or either interior angle sum equal to 180, whatever. So I can write the interior angle sum or I can write exterior angle theorem. What is the exterior angle theorem? See that this is the exterior angle 110 equal interior, not interior, interior opposite sum. So I can write x plus 70, sum of these two equal to the exterior, that is 110. So subject x here, x equal 110 subtract 70, then that gives you 40 degrees. 40 degrees. Okay, or others can apply the sum of these three angles to the 180 degrees. In that also you can deal the question. Right. Right. Now I move to the question number 6, factorizing x squared minus x minus 20. So in factorizing, we need to check first the common factors. Are there common factors here? No. Then check the difference of squares. No. Then check the trinomial quadratic expression. Yes. Then you multiply this negative 20 with x squared and you take negative 20 x squared. Now you check with multiplication negative 20 to build up, and when you add the terms, that is negative 1 to build up. So negative 1 to build up and negative as a product, then 1 to be positive and 1 to be negative. Y to becomes the product as negative. Then when we have positive minus product, then when you add it, actually it is subtracted and give the balance is minus 1. So balance having 1 and product 20. The difference 1 and the product 20, that is 5 and 4. Here minus is the balance. So the bigger one should be the minus. So I write minus 5x, positive 4x and apply. Replace minus x with these two terms. Plus 4x minus 5x minus 20. Now 2 by 2 taken the factors, x taken, x plus 4. Here minus 5 taken, then x plus 4. Now x plus 4 taken as a common factor here. Then keep a bracket x minus 5 there. So that is the answer, x plus 4, x minus 5. Correct them. Right, now we are moving to the question number next one. Question number 7. Right, question number 7. This is a given ABCD is a parallelogram. Right. So this is a parallelogram ABCD. So what they are asking of the given parallelogram, fill in the blanks. First one, AD, parallel mark given. AD. බලන්න හොඳට. AD means here to here. This is parallel to what? The other sides, opposite side, BC. That shall be BC. Don't mix the two terminals. Don't write CB. එහෙම ලියන්න එපා. මොකද හරියටම මැස් දාන්න ළමෙක් විදියට right. If you start A to D, මෙතනත් මේ අත තමයි ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. B to C. That means BC, not CB. Okay? Then they are saying that ABC angle equal to what? Here the angle in the parallelogram, the opposite angles are equal. So that is opposite to this side angle. So this is the angle, opposite one, right? If you imagine this is a lamp, that light is straight to this angle. So that is ADC. Angle symbol to be there. Or other one CDA. That is also fine. Remember the angle. Okay, 1 mark per each question. So you have 2 marks. Right. Correct them. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 8. There are sufficient food for 10 days for the 15 soldiers in a camp. Right. Like here, men's and days, just soldiers and days. Soldier days. Right. We can take that here 10 days. How many soldiers? We have 15 soldiers. 15 soldiers. Right. Then how many totally, how many soldier days, like men days? Just multiply these two and 150. 115 into 10, 150 soldier days. Soldier days are there. Okay. Just see the amount of foods by soldier days. For how many days this storage sufficient for 25 soldiers? It's a common sense එක ආවොත් දැන් 15 ලට 10 days sufficient වෙනවා නම් 25 ආපුවාම ඊට වඩා days ප්‍රමාණය අඩු වෙනවා. Right. So how to take? Just now this is the amount of foods available. Now we have 25 soldiers. Just divide that by the given soldiers. If given days, divide by the days the soldiers taken. If soldiers given, divide by 25 soldiers to take the days. Now you can see that soldiers cancelled. 150 divided by 25 means 6. So unit is days. Hurry easy. First take the amount of foods by multiplying these two figures and then divide it by the given figure, either soldier or the days. Then the other quantity is obtained. Right. Now question number 9, that is a prism given. In a prism, you know that what is the concept, how to find the volume. Remember the short equation, volume of solids having a uniform cross section is given by the volume equal cross-sectional area into the length. Area into the length. This is the length. Okay, now the volume given as 125 cubic centimeter equal area. Area is 12.5 square centimeter into the length. So volume equal area into the length all the time for any solids having the uniform cross section. That is the general equation. Okay, then they ask in the length to find. Just you need to divide this volume by the cross section area. Or if length given, volume divide by length, then the area find. Okay, when area given, divide the volume by the area, then the length is found. Okay, so how to find the length? Just divide both the sides by 12.5 square centimeter. Okay, so here this is being cancelled out. Then L being subjected as how? L equal 125 divided by 12.5. Now you can see here how many tens there are. Make it multiply karo 10 වලින් උඩ යටයි, then 125 1250 බෙදන්න 10 is there. That unit shall be length, centimeter, 10 centimeter. Find the equations here. Right. Now we are moving to the next question. Is there question number 10? So I will share the screen with you. Right. So the P as of the quadrilateral is produced up to T. Find the value of X. So now see there. This is the triangle PQS. See the PQS triangle. This is 90. This is 40. You can directly find this angle by the sum of these three angles add up to 180. So here 90 plus 40, 130. Right. Then here shall be 50 degrees. Why? The reason they add up to 180. Mark the information in the diagram itself. This is 50. Now you can see that this is a straight line. So the angles on the straight line is again add up to 180. So here 50, here 110, and here x asking. You can write an equation x plus 50 plus 110 equal 180. So what is the balance? 20 degrees. X is 20 degrees. 110 plus 50 means 160. So 20 is the answer. X equal 20 degree. You have to write that step, adding all these three angles to 180 and subject X there. Okay, right. I didn't write that step, but you can write it down. So X equal 20 degree. Okay, now we are moving to the next question. So in the geometric equations, what are the two theorems we used? Everyone, tell me. Right. First one, the angles in a triangle add up to 180. You found the 50 degree, and then you see that the angles on a straight line that add up to 180. With use of that both the theorem, you got the question right. Then question number 11, solve x into 2x minus 1 equal 0. Now, what is the concept behind that? That is a quadratic equation. Right. This is a quadratic equation. So, in a quadratic equations, what the concept? This is a product. This is a product of two terms. Product becomes 0. So, as I mentioned, then 1 to be equal 0. Here being factorized. Make a factorize වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට expand කරන්න ඕනද නැහැ. Factorize being done. So one factor, either one factor to be equal 0. We do not know which one is 0. May both the equal 0 may happen. Right. So I write x equals 0, one value, or the other one 2x minus 1 equals 0. That's the major concept. So now here x is an answer 0. Here subject x. 2x equal minus 1 go there plus 1. Just divide by 2 both the sides. Then x equal 1 upon 2. So we have two answers, x equal 0 or x equal 1 upon 2. Okay, correct it. Now question number 12. So find in the LCM. So I introduce you the very easy tricks. So I write 3x, one is, the other one 4x squared y. Then බලන්න පුතා අපි කරන හැම question paper එකකම මේ LCMs deal වෙන. ඒතර එකපාරක් ඔයා හදලා theorem එක understood වුණාට පස්සේ ආයි ගාන හදන්න බැරි වෙන්න බෑ. එහෙම බැරි වෙනවා කියනවා හරියට gain කරගෙන නැහැ theory එක. Right. This is අල්ලගන්න. Right. X into x plus 1. Now what I do, I expand the terms as aligning vertically the similar terms. So 3x, how it happens? 3 and x there. Then 4x squared y, numeric under numeric, x under x, y under y. This is how you separate. Then x under x here, and here x plus 1, that is an expression, right? Expression x plus 1 at last. Okay. Now you can see there numeric values and take the LCM. How you take the bigger one 4 and you check whether 3 can convert to 4. No. So then you move to the second multiple of 4, that is 8, and check 3 can convert to 8. No. Then 12. Yes, 3 can convert to 12. So what is the LCM of these two? That is 12. You put 12 there, and the similar terms take the maximum power. That's the logic. X squared x. What is the maximum power? X squared. Okay, similar terms, maximum power. Here, y only, you take y. Only that you have to take it. Then here, x plus 1 as a factor expression. So you have to take x plus 1. So what is the final answer? You can write 12 x squared y x plus 1. Right. This is the answer. Remember, the terms would be exchanged. No problem. Someone will write first x plus 1, then x squared y. No problem. Y x squared plus x squared into x plus 1. That's also okay. But remember to write the numeric at first. That's normally in maths. Numeric value at front. Then in the algebraic terms. Hands up those who got the answer. This expression's LCM. Okay, right. If any doubts, ask question. Okay, fine. Now we add question number 13. See there, that is a geometric question. Okay. See, the xy and xz are two chords of a semicircle with center O. Perpendicular drawn from O to xz is OS, right? So this is a geometric equation. Dude, allagana geometry, right? This is a semicircle given, right? This is semicircle and center O, and here it is drawn, and here it is given 90-degree YOZ, and here it is mentioned S and X, right? See there. Make උන්තර බලන්න two relation between OS and XY. මෙතන ගාන පොඩි වුණාට මේකේ most you can see that there are a lot of factors to learn. Here a diameter and here a center. Remember, mark these dimensions. These two are equal. Otherwise, the equation is not visible to you. Right? This is a radius. This is a radius. Mark they are equal all the time. Now this is 90-degree and this also 90-degree. In what conditions you put that 90-degree? Here a diameter, from the diameter, the angle subtend on the sector is 90-degree. It is must. That is a theorem. So here 90, it is given 90. This is how your argument comes. Right. Next, you can see that two 90-degree angles are they are being equal. Here 90-degree and here 90-degree. But you can see that these are the corresponding angles between these XY and OS line. They are corresponding angles. So if two corresponding angles are equal, means the line must be parallel. That is like a converse of the theorem. If two lines parallel, then corresponding equal. This is the converse of it. If two corresponding angles equal, 90 equal, means these line to be parallel. Now this is our argument. Here 290-degree they are equal. That means this line parallel this line. So first question you can write first relationship yx parallel to OS. So what is the theorem? Two corresponding angles are equal, then lines are parallel. That is theorem. That's the reasoning. But remember, in first paper part 1, the reasoning is not compulsory, right? So that's why I'm not writing. But if you write, no problem. Okay, understood how it happened, 90, but they are corresponding, then lines to be parallel. That's the logic. Now again, see, come outside to the on the frame and see to the question. This is a midpoint of this YZ side, and from the midpoint, a line is parallelly drawn to the YX. When starting a midpoint, line is drawn to a parallel to another side. So this side is bisected. Which side is bisected? The XZ bisected. Then this part equal this part. So how it happened? What is the exact exact reason? A converse of the midpoint theorem, not midpoint theorem, converse of the midpoint theorem. Because the converse says from a midpoint of a side, a line is drawn to the parallel to the other side, then the remaining side is bisected. That's the converse says. Now it is converse. Now you can see again to the triangle, this one. Now you can see that two midpoints being connected, and then this side is half of this side. Now you can see that O is equal half of YX. Right, that are the two relationship. ඔන්න ඔය ඕඩර් එකට ගොඩක් ළමයි යන්නේ නැහැ පුතා. දැකපු ගමන් නිකන් ට්‍රයැන්ගල් දකින්නවා. මේක නම් ලියාගනි. හැබැයි මේක දාන්නේ අවබෝධකින් නෙමෙයි. මේක වෙන්නේ ඇප්ලිකේෂන් එක කොහොමද ඕඩර් එක? First apply the converse of the midpoint theorem, and then you can say that these two are equal and it shall be the midpoint then only two midpoints connected, then this is parallel to this one, it already taken. The other one, half this length, half of that length is the OS. නොයෝඩ එකට හිතන ළමයි ඉතාම අඩුයි ලංකාවේ. කියන්නේ රියටම මැත්ස් තියරම්ස් ටික හොඳට සොලිඩ් ඉගෙන ගත්ත කෙනෙක් තමයි ওই පාත් එකට යන්නේ. නැත්තම් උත්තර ගන්නවා නිකන් අර බැලු බැලමට මේක දානවා මිඩ් පොයින්ට් තියරම් එකෙන් කියලා. එන ඕඩර් එක මතක තියාගන්න. You apply first the converse, then you take the midpoint theorem. Okay, so these are the two relationships they are asking. Right, question number 14. 14 says that 2x plus 1 less than 6. Right. Then write the set of positive integers which satisfy the inequality. Right. To find the positive or negative or whatever solution, you must first solve the inequality. Okay. Yes, the other one, 2a is equal xy. That's fine. Right, just multiply here, 2OA is equal YX. Right. So now we check to solve this first. Right. It is like a simple equation, but there are some dissimilarities when we are solving equation and inequalities. But first, write subject the x. So bring this one to the other side, 2x less than 6 minus 1. Okay, then 2x less than 5. Right, now divide by 2 both the sides. 2 cancel, then x less than 5 upon 2. So if you make a decimal or mixed number, it is like if you make a mixed number, 5 for 5, how many 2's? 2, 1 upon 2, 2.5. Okay, now if you mark this on a number line, here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and here -1, -2. So 2.5, where 2.5 locates? Here in between somewhere, exactly middle. But x is less than that. X is less than that mean, let's mean this region, right? This regions to be shaded, all the region. Now what they ask in this is solution. See that which satisfy the integral set of positive integers. So this is the shaded part. Under the shaded part, what are the positive integers? Positive whole numbers. So 2.5 less than that. What are the first positive integer? 2, then 1. But 0 is neither positive nor negative. So you cannot consider that one. So what are the positive integers? 1, 2 only. 1, 2 only. That are the positive integers which satisfy the inequality. Okay, right. Then move to the question number 15. Right. See the 15th question. That is 2 sets there. Okay, 1, 6, 3. And here 2, 5, 7. And here 4 is there. And here A and here B there. This is the universal set. Okay. So they are asking NA dash. Remember that in wording there. N means what? N means the number of elements of set A dash. Then you have to identify A dash set. So what is this A dash set? Except A. This is the A dash mean except A. Without A. This is A without A. What are the elements? Here 1, here 2, 5, 7, and 4. If you shade in A dash mean except A, all the values except A. This is the region. So what are the elements there? 2, 5, 7, 4. But if you write the elements, that is not the answer for this question. They ask in number of elements of A dash set. You can write A dash set element, but final answer should be count the number 1, 2, 3, 4. So your answer should be 4. Okay. Some students do not take this 4 out of 4 as an element. Why? It shall be there because except everything, right? Okay. Some students may write the element 2, 5, 7, 4, but that is not correct because they are asking in A dash. If they ask A dash, as a set, you can write the element, but any dash means number of elements. Okay. Right now we are moving to the question number 16. You can take it. Of the given circle, center is O, ABC 43. Find the value of BDC. Right. First, when you see a diagram, mark the informations that you can find directly. In the diagram itself, mark everything. Puta pen hamademo ke mark karan. Right. Gane peniwe. Right. එතකොට ඒ ටික ඔක්කොම අපි ඕකේ මාක් කරනවා. එතකොට ඔයාලට ගාන හරියටම ලිහිලා එනවා. Right. So now you see O is the center, then AB is the diameter. So mark from the diameter the angle subtend on the sector. What is that? That is 90 degree all the time. See the diameter subtend angle as 90. Now you can see that here the angle, right, 90, 43. Then you can find this balance. How? They all three add up to 180. මේ තුන් දෙනාගේම එකතු 180 වෙනවා. Just add 90 plus 43 and check the answer 133. Subtract it from 180. So I am not writing here the steps. Then here become 47. You can write these steps. So 90 plus 43 plus this A angle equal 180. Then A is 47. Now you can see that CB is a chord. From the chord, the other we see that the angle subtend on the sector is A. Here 47. From the CB chords, the angle subtend on the sector is D here. These two. So here 47. Here also become 47. Why? The same sector angle. So 47, 47. Find the BDC value. That is 47 degrees. 47 degrees. Okay. 47 is the answer. Now move to the question number 17. 32% of duty is charged importing mobile phones which made in Singapore. According to that, find the value of a watch price rupees 80,500 after paying the tax. So from 8,500, for that it is applied 32%, right? 32 upon 100. So you can find out first the duty tax applied on that. So 32% means 32 upon 100 of 8,500. Okay, now you can simplify these two zeros and just multiply by 85 by 32. Okay. Right, here become 2,720 rupees. That is the duty charge. So what is the value of the phone after paying the duty? Just this is the importing value at this tax. So 8,500 at this tax 2720. So it becomes 0 to 11,220 rupees. That is the mobile phone value with tax. Okay, with tax, that is the value. Or there is a one-shot method like the second method. How that method deals. If the initial value, importing value 100, the tax is 32. But with tax, how much? 100 එකට tax එක 32 වදිනවා. එහෙනම් with tax 132. Right. If that's so, multiply. 100ක් වුණොත් importing එක with tax 132. If that's so, what is the importing value? 8,500. By simplifying this directly you can take the final answer is 11,220. 132 multiplied by 85. Then that also gives you 11,220. Okay, fine. Right, the next question 18, that is important for the frequency, cumulative frequency curve. So I use the given graph itself and I share the screen. See there. Find the interquartile range according to the cumulative frequency curve given below. Interquartile range. Interquartile range. See there, we call the IQR. How to take the IQR? Just Q3 value subtract with Q1. Just take Q3 and Q1 and subtract these two. So how to find the Q3? So I give you the position of Q3 found this way for a large distribution. Large distribution. කියන්නේ cumulative frequency එක අපි අඳින්නේ sorry large distribution එකකට. එතකොට මේකේ formulas ටික වෙන්නේ මෙහෙමයි Q1. උදේට බලා ගන්න මේව දන්නේ තියලා ලියා ගන්න. Q1's position is 1/4 into nth data. මේක තමයි Q1 කියලා කියන්නේ. If it is a small distribution, right, we apply here n plus 1th data, right? Then here Q2 equal 2/4 into nth data. Especially we are using this for the cumulative frequency curve here n. For normal, like having number of data is small range, we use the formula as n plus 1 here. N is replaced with n plus 1. හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න. First paper එකේ අපිට කෙටි ප්‍රශ්නවල small distribution එකක් දෙන්නේ data 8ක් 10ක් 11ක් ඒ වගේ. එතකොට අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ n plus 1. So the cumulative frequency එකේදී අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ n. ඒක reason එක තමයි ඒක distribution එක frequencies ඒ කියන්නේ frequencies data ගන්න වැඩි. එතකොට n plus 1 and n අතර ලොකු වෙනසක් පිටින්නේ නැහැ. ඒක ගාන සූට් වෙන්න දෙන්නේ enter. Right. n 4න් divide වෙන value එකක් බොහෝ වෙලාවට දෙන්නේ. Right. So Q3 position is 3/4 into nth data. Right. And අපි මේක understanding if we take a data range here, the exact middle value is Q2. 1/4 මේක කොටස් 4කට බෙදනවා. 1/4 value තමයි Q1. 3/4 value is the Q3. The position given by this formula, but not Q1, Q2, Q3, the position of that. Enang apita first we need to find the Q1 here and Q3 positions there. How to find the Q1 position? Right. 1/4 into n. The n is the total number of data. What is the total number of data given? The ending point of the graph connected to the y-axis. That is the cumulative frequency 80. Can I make the 80? So you write 1/4 into 80. That is the position 4/1/420. So that is 20th data. Remember that. Not the Q1 is 20. Make වරද්දනම තැනක් ළමයි. Q1 20 කියලා ඉරි ගහලා එනවා. Not that. That is the position of Q1. Okay, then take the Q3 position, 3/4. Q2 not to find because interquartile range deal with Q1, Q3 difference. So Q3 into 3/4 into 80th date, then 4/1/420. So 20 into 3, 60th data. 60th data. Okay. Now, by using the cumulative frequency, you have to find the Q1. Position known, now find the Q1 using the curve. බලන්න මේක second paper 1 වල part B වලටත් අහන ප්‍රශ්නයක් ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් බලන්න ගන්න විදිය දැන්. So we found the Q1 position 20th data. How to find the 20th data in the graph? You just connect here 20. You take cumulative frequency axis 20 and connect this to the graph and then connect that to the x-axis. So this is the Q1. Q1. So now how to take 10 there, 20 there. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. 2 by 2 the small grid. Now as per the location 10, 12, 14, 16. So here the Q1 is 16. Q1 16. Q3 position found by the equation, that is 60th data. Now you go to the 60 of the cumulative frequency axis, okay, and you connect that to the graph by a straight edge, and then connect to the x-axis here, and then it gives you 30. So 30 is the location. Now you take 30 is the Q3, that is 30. So Q3 30. Position given, but now you found this is the Q1, this is the Q3. So just take right the difference of that. 30 subtract 16. 30 subtract 16, that is the interquartile range. The prashnayak hari. So IQR equal, right, 30 subtract 16, that gives you 14. And sub those who got the answer. Make that to balan. Make a ganda danetye third එක අල්ලගන්න ඔලුවට, right? මේක ලොකු ප්‍රශ්නයක් හරි. ලකුණු දෙයක් වුණාට ඒක ලොකු concept ප්‍රමාණයක් ඉගෙනුවා, theory ප්‍රමාණයක්. Write down this if you do not know that theorems. හරියටම ඉගෙන ගන්න. හරියටම ඉගෙන ගන්න නැතුව හදන්න බෑ මේ වගේ ප්‍රශ්න. Right, now we are moving to the question number 19. A car which travel at the speed of 60 km per hour spend 40 minutes to travel from A to the B. Right, A to B, right, 60 km per hour, and it travels 40 minutes. Just you need to find the distance between A to B. In A to B distance equal the speed multiplied with the time taken, but speed is 60 km per hour, then multiply this 40 minutes by making them it as hours. Just divide by 60. Then that is hour. Minutes divide by 60 to make hours. So 60, 60 cancelled here. Then h minus 1, h plus 1 cancelled. Then 14 to kilometer, 40 kilometer. So the distance to A to B is 40 kilometer. Then the bicycle with the speed 40 kilometer per hour travel A to B. They are asking the time taken. How to find the time taken? Time taken equal distance over the speed. So what is the distance? Now 40 kilometer found over the speed travel, that is 40 kilometer per hour. Divide by 40 kilometer per hour. Now you can see the unit translation also. Kilometer, kilometer cancelled. Then 40 divided by 40 means 1, h minus 1 goes to the up as h. So 1 hour. Complete that. First take the distance and then take the time. The distance related with speed into the time related to the distance over speed. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 20. See there. Right. So I will share the screen with you. Right. Of the given figure, A parallel, right. I will share the screen. So the parallel cases been marked. Now you can write this angle equal this angle, right? Why the reason? See the reason. A parallel BF, then alternate angles. Sorry, not alternate, corresponding. Right. Then you can see by a different color I mark here. This C angle here equal this D angle. Why the reason? CE parallel DF, then corresponding angle. Okay, now you can compare these two triangles AEC and BDF, two angles equal. As well, the given detail AC equal, this side equal, BD side. So that means two angle and one side equal. Right. So two angle, one side means which case? angle, side. But there, keep in your mind, you have to check whether this side is corresponding or not. How to take දැන් ඕන ළම හිතන්නේ දෙකපු ගමන් angle දෙකයි side දෙකයි දුන්නා වැඩි angle side. හැබැයි හරිම maths ළමෙක් මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ මේකේ case එකේ අපි කියලා තියෙනවා මොකද බලන්න ඕනේ special thing එක whether the side is corresponding or not. How to check the sides corresponding? So here front to this angle, this side, here also the same angle, right? Because other two angles they are, so the balance is this angle. Make it a front in the num, case is fine. So what is the case reference? Angle, side. So what is the case? AAS. Right. Next question. So find the gradient of the straight line given in the coordinate. So to find the gradient, Putta, so we have covered these parts very well. So here x-axis and here y-axis. Okay, and here the 2 points given. Here especially here 2 and here 3, 5 given. So to find the gradient, as mentioned earlier, we required 2 points. Here exactly a point is given as 3, 5, and here just 2 value given, but that is the intercept. You know how to convert intercept as a coordinate. It intercept x coordinate always 0. So you write it as 0, 2. You can see in the graph also x value 0, y value is 2. Now it is converted as 2 coordinates. When you know the 2 coordinates, very easy to find the gradient. Y coordinate difference over x coordinate difference. Y difference over x difference. Take in this manner 5 subtract 2, the y difference divide by x difference, 3 subtract 0. Y difference over x difference. So 5 subtract 2 means 3, 3 subtract 0 means 3. 3 divided by 3 means 1 is the answer. 1 is the gradient. So understand, if you do not know how to convert this as a coordinate and further how we write the code 2 coordinates and further how to find the gradient, y difference over x difference all the time. Okay, right. Now we move to the question number 22. If you have any doubts, ask the question. Right. AD is the locus of the point to AB and AC, that is drawn. AB and AC means 2 lines. 2 lines equidistance mean the angle bisector. That is fine. This shall be the angle bisector drawn. Mark the way obtained the point P which is located on that locus. On that locus, AD mata innone. It shall be on AD and 6 away from AB. 6 away from AB. AB is a line. 6 away, that means a parallel line to the given straight line. A co-distance to a given line is a parallel line, 6 away. So what you need to do, make a parallel lines, right, to AB. This is the parallel line to AB, and with equidistance is what? 6 centimeter. 6 centimeter. Okay, 6 centimeter. Parallel line to AB having 6 centimeter. Okay, so this is the understanding. Then cutting this both, intersecting both the locus AD and the parallel line, this is the point we have to mark. Okay, this is the point we have to mark as the intersecting point of these two locus. Okay, right, correct it. So you make this dimensions, make this parallel, right, parallel බව දාන්න ඕනේ, distance එක mark කරන්න ඕනේ, sketch එක 6 cm හරියටම නොතිබුණාට ගැටලුවක් නැහැ, mark කරලා තියෙන්න ඕනේ, right? O is the center of the circumference described from the triangle XYZ, circumscribed circle. Yes, according to the figure, find the XYZ, XZY. So as I mentioned in earlier question, when you see a diameter, remember that from the diameter, the angle subtended on the sector is 90 degree. Okay, that is 90 degree. Exactly, that happens. So now you can see that 90 degrees here, that shall be 90 degrees. From XY Z, the angle from the diameter, the angle subtended on the sector is 90 degrees. X is ZY. Then find the length of ZY. Now you can see that is right angle triangle 13, 12. 13, 12 given. You remember the Pythagoras triples. 13, 12, then that shall be 5. 5, 12, 13. Right, 5 centimeter. But you can apply the Pythagoras theorem. This is the hypotenuse. 13 square equal 12 squared plus x squared. X as zy. Then subject x as 5 centimeter. This is how you take it. 13 is the hypotenuse. 13 square equal 12 square plus 5x square. Now 13, 169. Here 144 plus x square. Just subject x squared, bring there 169 minus 144. Then x squared equal 5 to 25. Then subject x as plus or minus square root 25. X equal plus or minus 5 centimeter. But you write x is a length greater than 0, then x is the 5 centimeter. This is how you subject the x and find the answer for x. Okay. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 24. See the question. Picture has a box contains 3 blue colored LED and 2 red color LED. He takes one bulb randomly and checks its color and he replaces it and randomly take the bulb again and all possible outcomes given. You find the probability of obtaining 2 LED bulb with different colors. Here, Putta, we have 4 parts. Tell me the 4 parts. First one blue and the second one blue. This is the first part. The second part, first one blue, second one red. Third part, first one red bulb and the second one blue. Then fourth part, red one first and the second one also red. 4 parts available. Okay, then under that, see they are obtaining 2 LED bulb with different color. So out of that 4 path, different color deals with this path. See they are first one blue, then the second one shall be red. Okay, then what is the probability of first one blue and second one red? These are 2 independent events. So to find the probability, you can multiply the probability together. Why? 350 is first one blue, second one is 250. Just multiply and take the probability of that branch. Then the second case, red first one, second one blue. So what is the probability of that one? Again, 2/5. Just multiply the branch probability. 2/5 into 3/5. Okay, the same answer of the above. So sum of these two events as first one blue, second one red is this probability plus this first one red means 2/5 into the second one blue means 3/5. So this is how you find the answer. So see to the board. Okay, 350 into 2/5 plus 250 into 3/5. Okay, then 3 into 2 means 6 upon 25 plus here 2 into 3, 6 upon 25. So 6 plus 6, 12 upon 25. That is the probability. Now we move to the last question. The location A is right. See there, here P, A, Q, P, A, and here Q they are. Okay, right. The location A is observed from the top of a tower Q with the height of 40 meter. This is the height of 40 meter, which locates on the ground level at the 35 angle of elevation, right? From A, Q is looking. From A, Q is looking. So this is the I. You have to see I is this one. This is the eye level. Eye level is the PA. Now they have to look into the Q. So the top part is the Q1. Then this is the angle of elevation create when Q looking from A. That is 35 degree. This is the angle of elevation. 35 degree. So mark the information on it. So you have to, these are the marks given. You have to connect Q and A together. Then you have to mention this height given 40 meter. That is also a part of a data given 40 meter. And here the angle of elevation 35. So eye level is not compulsory because PA is the eye level automatically. It is done. No need to draw eye. This is called the vision line. AQ is the vision line and PAP is the eye level, and this is the angle of elevation. That's the detailed theory. Okay, that information should be marked there. Right, correct it and put your marks out of 50. How much? Right. Out of 50, you can take how many marks you gain for the part equations, right? You can put your marks out of 50. Right, this is bit advanced paper having good quality questions there. Okay, right, now we are moving to the part B sub questions. 5 questions we have. Okay, right, 2/7 බලන්න අපි questions පහ අපි discuss කරමු. 2/7 of vehicle travels on an expressway in 1 hour are buses, right? So 2/7 are buses. Okay, right, then 3/4 of the remaining are cars. 3/4 of remaining are cars. That is fine. Then, and all other vehicles are vans. All other vehicles, all other vans. So that is the concept given. Right. First question, they're asking, what fraction from total numbers of vehicles are cars and vans? Make a ලේසියෙන් හදන ක්‍රමය බලන්න. හරිද? Cars and vans. So buses 2/7 part, right? Then this is the balance. Cars and vans. Remaining part එක යන්නේ මේ දෙන්නටමයි. The following කල්පනා කරන්න. The 2/7 buses remaining this much for cars, the balance van. They are asking totally what is the sum of cars and vans. So 2/7 gone for buses, then what is the remaining? So remaining is the total taken always as 1, subtracts this 2/7 part, then it becomes 5/7. Okay, you have 1 marks for that one. Okay, all right. Now, what fraction from the total number of vehicles are cars? Cars වලට ගියේ පුතා remaining එකෙන්. This is the remaining from that, of that 3/4. This is your writing. 3/4 of remaining is 5/7. Now you know that of is multiplication 5/7. Now see, they are in this way simplify, right? In 3 into 5, 15 upon 7 into 7, 28. Right, so what is the answer? 15 upon 28. Right, that is, you have the 2 marks. In part 3, if the number of cars travels on the time period is 30, find the total number of vehicles. Now you know, Puta, here as a fraction, 15 upon 28 as a fraction of cars equal as vehicles 30. And 28 15ක් 30 නම් total vehicles means 22 upon 20 in the whole one. Right, so now how to find 1 upon 28? 28 කොටස් 15ක් තියෙනම් එකක් හොයන්න. Just 30 divided by 15, then it gives you 2. Okay, 28 එක පංගුවක් 2. And total vehicles means total vehicles equal, right? Here 1 upon 20 it is 2. Then such 20 parts are there. 2 into 28, right? That gives you 56 vehicles. 56 vehicles, you have 3 marks there. විසියටෙන් 15ක් 30යි එකක් කියුවා 15 බෙදුවා then 2 then 28 such part there, so 2 into 28 56. Okay, the fourth part, as the charges for the expressway, rupees 6 for the buses, 8 for the cars, and the 50 for the vans. එහෙනම් අපි වෙන වෙනම අපි බලමු මේක තිබුණු buses count එක කීයද වෙන වෙනම count wise calculate. Number of buses, how to find number of buses? Here 2/7 is the number of buses of the total vehicle. What is the total vehicle? Now we find 56. 2/7 of 56. බලන්න බස් කීයක් තියෙනවද? 7 1 7 8, that gives you 16 number of buses. Okay, then charges from the buses, you can take 16 into bus charge is 600. 16 into 600, that gives you 9,600 rupees. First one. Then you take number of cars. Number of cars that is given in the question. Cars is 30. Then 30, no need to calculate again. 30 into 30 there. Then what is the cost charge from the cars? One is number of cars is 30. So car charge is 400. Right, then 30 into 400, that gives you 12,000. Okay, then you will check charge from the vans. In a vans pramane kelima lesiyen ganna puluwan කොහොමද? Here 16, here 30, 46 there. So what is the total vehicle? 56. එහෙනම් මෙතනම අපිට එනවා 46. එහෙනම් balance එක 10 vehicles vans. හරිනේ. මේ දෙන්නටම ගියපු vehicles ගාන 46, we found total 56, then balance is the vans 10. How many from van? 550 rupees. Then එතනින් එනවා පුතා 5,500 rupees. Then add up these all three, then you can take the total cost here. Total cost, how to find the total cost from the buses? 9,600, add with 12,000, right? Then add with 5,500. Okay, 0 0 11 27,100. That is the total income. So that is the 4 marks question. That is 4 marks for the question. Take the answer. Right. If you have any questions, ask, right? Regarding the first question, we discussed the fraction question. Right. Now we are moving to the question number 2. See there, question number 2. We have this type of sketch. And here a sector given. And this is 90 degree, and here this is 42 centimeter, here 42 centimeter. Okay, fine. PQRS, PQ, and here R S, and this is being shaded. Okay, fine. Right, now we move to the question. What is the fraction of sector PQRS of the whole circle? Whole circle එකෙන් මේ කොටස කොච්චර factor එකක්ද කියලා අහනවා පුතා. Right, this is 90 degree. So 90 degree means you can write as a fraction 90 upon the whole sector is 360. Then that is 1/4 of the full circle. 1/4 of the full circle. You have 2 marks there. Right, then part 2. See the part 2. Find the arc length. එකට 1 mark දාගන්න එක පොඩි කොටසක් 1 mark. Then find the arc length of QRS. So here the QRS, we have to find the arc length. So you know that the full circle arc length is 25R, but now you know that is 1/4 of full circle. Then 1/4 into 25R. So substitute 2 into 5 into R. R is 42 centimeter. Now simplify 7176, 2122, 21 11. 11 into 6, 66 centimeter. That is the arc length. You have 2 marks. Okay, that is arc length. Remember the formula, and this is the fractional wise from the circle, how much. Then, so that QRS length is 66 centimeter. Then they ask him, find the area of the sector PQRS. So they are asking the area. So how to find the area? Full circle area 5R squared. So as well here 1/4 of that, 1/4 into 5R squared. Substitute 1/4 into 22 upon 7 into R squared. 42 into 42. 7176 2 2 2 2 11 2 2 1 2 3. Then you can see 33 into 42. So 33 and 42, just multiply 33 into 42. It gives you 1386 square centimeter. 1386 square centimeter. Find the area of the PQRS. You have 2 marks there. Okay. Then see the fourth one. Find the area of the red colored piece of cloth. Red color piece of cloth. This is the red color piece of cloth. How to find that red color piece of cloth? You can take the whole area of the sector, we found it, and then subtract the right angle triangular area. Subtract this right angle triangular. So you write now here, fourth part, you write PQS angle area. How to find? Half into base into height. Base as 42 centimeter, height as also 42 centimeter. 221, just 21 multiply with 42. 21 into 42, that gives you 882 square centimeter. Okay, the area of this. Now you know the area of this total figure and this area. Just subtract that area from the total area, then the red color area is given. To write the red colored area, just subtract from 1386, subtracts 882 square centimeter. 504 square centimeters. Then you have another 2 marks there. 504 square centimeters. Okay. Right, now we move to the last part of the question. 23 on මේක තමයි වැදගත්ම question. මේ වගේම ඔලොල් paper එකෙත් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. 23 buttons are pasted along the edge of මේක හොඳට අල්ලගන්න. Along edge of the sector PQRS of this electration. If the buttons are pasted along the sides PQ and මේකේ RS නෙමෙයි පුතා PS වෙන්න ඕනේ. ගානේ දීලා තියෙන විදිහට PQ and PS. එතකොට ඒ දෙක අල්ලන්නේ with distance 7 centimeter. between two buttons, right? Side PQ and RS with distance 7 cm. Then find the distance between two button pasted along the sorry QRS. එතකොට මේකේ යන distance එක හොයන්න ඕනේ buttons අතර gap එක. එතකොට අපි මුලින්ම බලමු මෙන්න මේ QPS length එකේ යන්නේ 7 cm gap එකකින් යන buttons ගාන හොයමු අපි. හොඳට බලාගෙන ඉන්න. So you know that the length, total length QPS, you can take totally QP plus PS. So I take QPS length. What is the length? QPS length is totally 42 2 times, that is 84 centimeter. So you take now number of gaps. කොහොමද අපි ඉස්සෙල්ලාම gaps ගන්න හදා ගන්නවා. මෙතන ඉඳලා මෙතෙන්ට buttons හතෙන් හතට අල්ලගෙන යනවා. Right, you take number of gaps there. Number of gaps 7 centimeter gaps. So 84, just 84 divide by 7. Then you have 84 divided by 7 means 12 gaps there. දොර මෙහෙමයි button ටික යන්නේ මේක දිගේ යන button ටිකේ තන 12 buttons there. දොර මෙතන ඉඳලා මෙහෙම එන්න buttons gaps 12ක් තියෙනවා gaps. Gaps means 7 centimeter gaps. But you know that Q and S are two different terminal, not the same. Then one button is more than the gap. Gaps ගානට වඩා එකක් වැඩි button ගාන. හිනවට ලියන්න පුළුවන් number of buttons there equal gaps is 12 plus 1. 12 plus 1 means 13 buttons there. කොතනින්නම් කොතෙන්ටද මෙතන ඉඳලා මෙතෙන්ට buttons 13's done. එක තේරෙනවද? Right. So 13 buttons are there. Okay, right. Now from 13, now we had altogether 23 buttons. So 13 gone for that one. Then how many buttons remaining for that part? QRS 10 buttons balance. Now buttons කීයක් ඉතුරු වෙනවද? 10ක් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. මේ ටිකට මෙතන ඉඳලා මේ ටිකට 10ක් ඉතුරු වෙනවා. හැබැයි හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න මේ දෙපැත්තේ දෙන්න ඉන්නවා. Here one button taken, here one button taken. මේ දෙන්න අර 13 include නේ. එහෙනම් මේ ටිකට අතර මැද්දට මේ ටිකට 10ක් ඉතුරුයි. එතකොට මේ දෙපැත්තේ දෙන්න consider කරපුවාම how many including these two? So here it has balance 10. For these two we have another 2. Then QRS total buttons. කීයක් තියෙනවද? QRS, how many buttons are there? Starting from Q and ending with S, we have 10 plus that 2 terminals to 12 buttons there. නම් buttons 12ක් තියෙනවා Q වලින් පටන් ගරන් S වලට එනකොට. ඒක තේරුණා නේද? මෙතෙන්ට 13ක් ගියාට පස්සේ ඉතුරු ටික 10 කියලා ගත්තා. හැබැයි මේ දෙපැත්තේ buttons එක අර part එකට අපි ගත්තානේ. ඒතකොට මේ දෙන්න ඉන්නවා. ඒතකොට මෙතන Q වලින් පටන් ගන්න මෙතෙන්ට මෙනකොට buttons කීයක් තියෙනවද? ඔක්කොම 12. 12 buttons are there means how many gaps? ඒතර බලාගන්න number of gaps. gaps කීයක් තියෙනවද? එතකොට buttons 12ක් ඇල්ලෙනකොට gaps පිහිටන්න එකක් අඩුවෙන් number of gaps are 11. එහෙනම් gaps 11 තියෙනවා. හරි. එහෙනම් කොහොමද අපි හොයන්නේ එක gap එක distance එක? We know that QRS length, this is 66 centimeter there and having 11 gaps. What is the length of a gaps? So you can find length of a gap is just 66 divided by 11. Then you can see that that is 6 centimeter gap. So the distance between two buttons in QRS is 6 centimeter. Hands up those who got the answer. 6 centimeter. That is a good question. පැහැදිලි දෝකාව එක O level paper එක button paste කරනවා ඔය කතාව. මේක ඊට වඩා ටිකක් complex. හරි. මුලින්ම අපි බැලුවා හොඳට අහගන්න 48 42 42 84 distance. Then 7 centimeter button pasting. You check the number of gaps. 84 divided by 7, 12. But you know that gaps වලට වඩා එකක් වැඩි buttons ගන්න. So you add up 1. Then you talk here 13 overall buttons. Then balance 10 goes this part. But including these two buttons, the whole buttons from QRS is 12. Then button 12 means gap less than that 11. Then that QRS length is divided by 11 to check the space between two buttons. Right, now we are moving to question number 3. The last part we have 4 marks, because that is the most hardest part. I පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක කරලා බලන්න. එතකොට විභාගෙදී if the starting point and ending point are the same, so the number of gaps equal the number of buttons, not adding one. දැන් රවුමක් කැරකිලා පටන් ගන්න තැනටම බටන් හයි කරොත් පුතා ඒකත් උළුවට දාගන්න. මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා right මෙතෙන්ටම buttons high කරොත් මෙහෙම ගිහිල්ලා මෙහෙම button high කරලා මෙතෙන්ටම ආවොත් number of gaps equal number of buttons. You are not adding one. But if you starting here and ending somewhere other point, here starting and here ending, if two different point is starting and ending, then spaces, number of spaces plus 1 is the number of buttons. එතකොට එකක් එකතු කරන්න ඕනේ. starting එකෙන් end වුණොත් එකක් එකතු කරන්නේ නැහැ, gaps ගන්න button ගන්නට equal, right? Okay, now we move to the question number 3. Right, Samarthung and company released 40,000 shares, each valued rupees 12 to gain capital. Mr. Pires invested to buy 8,000 shares of this company. Right, so now check total 40,000 shares being released to the market. 3 part 1. Find the basic capital of Samarthunga and company. So they issued 40,000 shares at each one as 12 rupees. Okay, then 12 into 40,000, 12 into 4, 48, 480,000 rupees. That is the capital they are gaining. 2 marks there. The 12 gone, 40,000 being released. Then what is the capital? 12 into 40,000, 480,000 rupees. Okay, then write the ownership of Mr. Pereira as a percentage. Ownership is directly proportionate to the number of shares with him from the total shares. So what is the total shares? The value එක හොයන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Shares ප්‍රමාණය percentage එකක් විදිහට calculate කරන්න පුළුවන්. From total for 40,000 shares, total 40,000, he has how many? 8,000 shares. If that's so, from 100%, how much? Then here 3 zeros cancelled. Here 0 cancelled, and 4 1 4 2 2 into 10, 20% is the ownership. Ownership එක කියන්නේ පුතා තියෙන shares ප්‍රමාණය total එකෙන් කොච්චරද? ඒක තමයි percentage. Shares වැඩි නම් මුළු total එකෙන් යාගාව තියෙන shares වැඩි වෙන්න right, ownership එක වැඩි. Then part 3, if rupees 7 is paid as the dividend per share by the company, calculate the dividend income gained by Pires. So he has 8,000 shares. Per share it is giving 7 rupees. Then what is the total dividend income? Rupees 7 multiply with the shares with him, 8,000. So 7 into 8, 56,000 rupees. So that is the 2 marks for the next question. Then that is done. That 3 part is done. Then we have part B. බලන්න basic idea එකක් තිබ්බ equation එකේ. If rupees 1,680 of rate per quarter is charged from a house assessed value 84,000, find the annual rate charge. So quarterly rate given rupees 1,680. Annually means such 4 quarters there. So just multiply by 4 to take the quarterly rate. So 40 rupees 6,720. That is the annual rate. So annual rate percentage they are asking, right? Then how to find the annual rate percentage? What you need to do, just annual rate divide by the annual assessed value. This is an equation. Remember how to find the annual rate percentage. Annual rate divide by the annual assessed value into 100%. So what is the annual assessed value? 84,000. To make a percentage, just multiply by 100%. Okay, annual rate divided by annual assessed value into 100%. So how to find two zeros cancelled here and here 0 cancelled here. Now divide 672 by 84. 672 divided by 84. So it gives you 8%. So you can, if you can find, divide together, just 12, 7, 12, 5, 60, and 7 there for 72, 12, 6. Then 56 divided by 7, 8. What is the answer? 8%, 2 marks there. Hari? Right. හදාගන්න. Right. Okay. So that is how the 10-mark questions given for that part. Now we move to the question here, the pie chart shown there. Okay. Question number 4. The villagers of a certain region said that the uh, salinity of water in the wells are high. According to that statement, it was tested 50 water sample from the various places in complete histogram drawn and tested with sample given below. Right. What is the number of water samples including the amount of salt? 5 to 10. 5 to 10 අතර included water sample එක අපෙන් අහනවා. Right. Okay, then what is the number of water samples included in the amount of salt? 5 to 10 milligrams, that is 4. Right, 5 to 10, height 4. What is the class interval of amount of salt having each marks? Here 2 marks. Okay, then what is the class interval of amount of salt having maximum number of water samples? Right, what is the class interval having maximum number of water samples? So here the maximum number here, that is 16, that belongs to which class interval? 15 to 20. 15 to 20 milligrams with the units. So you have 2 marks. Okay. Then find the number of water samples of the class interval 25 to 35 and represent in the histogram. 25 to 35. Now how to take that one? Check all the sum of the samples given here 4 and here 10 and here we have 16 and here we have 12. Add up these all together now. 6 plus 10 plus 4, 14. 14 plus 16 is 30. 30 plus 12, 42. Right. Then what is the balance? Balance shall be 8 samples because the total 50 samples. Okay. Again, you add these 3 givens. So 10 plus 4, 14 plus 16, 30, 30, 12, 48, 2 and balance 8. So what is the number of water sample of the class interval 25 to 35? That is 8. And then they ask to represent in the histogram. But carefully do it. The class size is twice of the normal class size. If class size is twice, you cannot draw this 8 as the height. Remember that 8 to be divided by 2. Why the reasons? The width is twice of that, then the frequency to divide by 2, then the height to be taken as 4. 2 divided by 8 divided by 2, that is 4. So now you write 20 to 25, 35, 4 height and take it right down. So remember that the height to be 4. If you draw as 8, that is incorrect because class size is twice, then the frequency to be divided by 2 to take the height. And then draw the frequency polygon on the same diagram. So here you have 2 marks. Then last one we move. Right, fourth one, draw the frequency polygon on the above sketch. See there how to draw the frequency polygon. You mark the midpoint of each bars. Mark the midpoints by a cross mark on each bar, and see they are here. You can separate this one into the small size bars. Here 2 bars they are, so make 2 midpoints on each bar. Here 1 midpoint and here 1 midpoint. Now you connect these together by a straight edge arm, right? Make a hari killing in on, right? I am using the mouse here, and then see that 35 to 40, mark the midpoint of 35 to 40, this one, and connect these here, and then 0 to 5 midpoint here, you connect here to here as the midpoint. Okay, now this is the histogram you use for the frequency polygon on the above histogram. This is the frequency polygon. Okay, for the frequency polygon, you have the balance 4 marks there for creating frequency polygon. Understood, everyone? So this is the very important point. In this bar, you have to mark 2 points on each tab midpoint, and then connecting point, see there 35 to 40 midpoint, 0 to 5 midpoint. This connecting point should be correct. Hands up those who got the answer. Right, very important questions. Right, now we move to the last question of the paper, question number 5. Right, see there. Here also some are missing, some information, some symbols are missing. I forgot to tell it to you. Here that symbol is missing there, but I will explain the question now. A and B there. This is the universal set. Here 1, 3, 6, and here we have 5 there. Right, okay. So they have given the universal set in the symbol. They have given universal set x equal like such that the 2 dot means such that x is element, the symbol missing element of z, and here 0 x 7, here shall be equal marks there. Make podi ප්‍රශ්න ටිකක් තියෙනවා question එක තුල shall be 7. Okay, right. Okay, because that otherwise the question would be incorrect. So now b equal the digit of the number, the digit of the number 20,264. right, මේක මේ 7 කියන එකට equal එක නොතිබුණාට ගැටලුවක් නෑ, ඒක බාධාවක් වෙන්නේ නෑ ගානට. මෙහෙම තිබුණාත් හරි, හැබැයි මේකේ 0 include වෙන්න ඕනේ. හරිනේ, right. මේක මෙහෙම හදාගන්න, මොකද 7 කියන data එක අපිට නැති වුණාට ගැටලුවක් නෑ මේ ගාන solve කරන්න. right. Okay, now they have mentioned this. Now you write the digit of the number 20,264. What are the elements of this set? You will not repeat the same elements. 2 there, 0 there, 6 there, 4 there for set B. So here 6 marked, here 6 done. So the balance 0 to 4 should be there, the other side. Now check. 0 includes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 there. Here 7 doesn't include, but 0 to be included. Otherwise, you cannot take this element. Okay, so making this Venn diagrams, you have 3 marks. Okay, now we move to the part 2. Write the set A intersection B. A symbol එකත් miss වෙලා තියෙනවා. A intersection B. Write the set of A intersection B with its element. Intersection means this region 6. So as a set, you have to write within the curly brackets. You must write within the curly bracket as a set with its element. Then they're asking NA union B intersect. මේක හදාගන්න මේක වැදිලා නැහැ paper එකේ. A union B complement number of elements of that. So now how to find? Just find A union B, this one, the sum of these two sets. Complement mean outside of that. So how many elements in the complement? Only 5. That means 1 element. N means the number of elements. You have to mark 1. මේක ප්‍රශ්නට ලකුණු දෙන්න බෑ ඔයාලට ඒක symbol එක miss වෙලා තියෙන නිසා. හරිනේ? Right. Okay, now we move to the last part of the question. Correct it as per the edited information here. එක හදාගන්න පුතා. Right. Now we move to the next part. Here given that two rotatable plates given games by making the color stop at the head by rotating the plate simultaneously. Right. Now this is the plate A and plate B incidence. Right here plate A and here plate B. Right. So here red, blue, yellow. And here we have red, red, blue, yellow. Right. Red and red. And here blue and here yellow. Okay, now mark the sample space of all the possible outcomes obtained by him on the following grade. කියන්නේ පළවෙනි plate එකේ red ලැබුණොත් ඊළඟ එකේ red එන්න පුළුවන්. Red and here blue. All the outcomes are possible. Okay, then here red and here blue, yellow. Here blue, red, blue and yellow. Here yellow, blue, yellow. Right, all the events are possible. So this is the sample space. Okay, then circle the outcomes of obtaining same color in above grade and write its probability. Same color, red, red. Okay, then red, blue, red, yellow cannot. Red, red. Okay, that is fine. Then blue, blue, fine. Then yellow, yellow, fine. So how many events are there here? 1, 2, 3, 4 events are there. 4 upon the total events. How much the total events here? 4, 8, 12. So 4 upon 12. That means 1 upon 3. All together 12 events. Out of that same color having 4 occasions. 4 upon 12. When you simplify it, 1 upon 3. That's the probability of it. So that is the last part. Okay, so the final questions having a bit issue with that typing issue, that symbol missing. That's what we cannot give the marks for that question, but you can mark the other question as well, right? Everyone understood the today paper, that is paper number 32. So next week we are moving to a paper number 2, second paper as paper number 33. So ඊළඟ week එකේ පුතා අපි second paper එකක් discuss කරන්න paper number 33 විදියට. So ඒකට ready වෙන්න paper එක හෙට වෙනකොට upload වෙනවා website එකට. හැමෝම web එකකින් paper number 33 ගන්න. මේකේ recording එකත් upload වෙනවා අද රෑම web එකට. ඒකට ඒක බලන්න පුළුවන්, අඩුපාඩු ටික හදා ගන්න පුළුවන්. හරි. ඒ නිසා මේ එහෙනම් ඒකට ready වෙන්න. ඊට fast track theory program එක අපේ තියෙනවා. පුරුදු වෙලාවට මේ ටිකත් ඔලුවට දාගන්න. එහෙනම් අපි next week එකේ හෙට fast track එකත් එක්ක මුණ ගැහෙමු නේද? රිසල්ට්ස් එක්ක. එහෙනම් අපි ආය next week එකේ මුණ ගැහෙමු. එහෙනම් අද session එක conclude කරනවා. Thank you very much. We will meet by fast track theory by tomorrow and paper with next week.